A bread and butter approach has been the Prime Minister's mantra for domestic politics, but he's also using it for his approach to foreign policy.
Chris Hipkins gave his first big speech on it today, reaffirming New Zealand's place in the world as a fiercely independent country. Political reporter Lloyd Burr was there.
Chris Hipkins stepping up to walk the geopolitical tightrope.
Independent doesn't mean neutral. As a country, we may be small, but we are not bystanders. We chart our own course with decisions that are in our national interest.
This is his first hurrah on foreign policy since becoming Prime Minister, using it to affirm where in the world New Zealand sits.
My approach in the international sphere is not that dissimilar to my priorities here at home, getting back to basics and dealing with the bread and butter issues that are in front of us.
But the bread is buttered on both sides, China on one, the Western world on the other.
China is our most complex relationship. It's obvious New Zealand and China hold a number of different views. And our differing positions on human rights is also an area of disagreement. We've voiced concerns about China's more assertive posture on a range of issues. But I think it's better to be having those conversations than not.
He's just come from there and he's on his way to Europe tonight. His speech smack bang in the middle of his East and West visits.
I don't think New Zealand should, if you like, be defeatist and simply side with one side against the other, because that, in a sense, would not serve our best interests.
For decades, Prime Ministers have navigated this balancing act, meeting leaders of both China and the United States. The country relies on both and has to appease both.
This is not new.
There are new elements, though, being left out of the AUKUS alliance, criticism of our commitment to Five Eyes and claims of pandering to China.
Just because New Zealand doesn't share America's view or the UK's view of the world doesn't mean that we are, a soft touch.
There's now also a stronger emphasis on the UK and Europe as trade with them starts to blossom.
Making sure our eggs are spread across a range of baskets offers us a greater level of resilience and protection.
So we had eggs, bread and butter, the Chris Hipkins foreign policy sandwich. It's basic, it's unoffensive, and it's still managing that tough geopolitical balancing act. Lloyd Burr, Newshub.